A video tour of my studio, Sound Sanctuary Recording, here in Riverside, California. This is at my home. This is in a 1,200 square foot converted cinder block barn in my backyard. I'm on 1/3 of an acre. This time we're going to go really fast because last time I blew through half an hour of video and still didn't finish. So here we go. This is my lounge slash office slash kickback room. There's a little TV in here with a VCR and DVD, and there are DVDs and stuff. There's my laptop. I am currently on the forums. Oh, never leave home without it. Another computer. That's where I do a lot of my article writing. File cabinet, mandatory microwave and mini fridge. Various albums that I've worked on. Tom Petty. Some guys from Liverpool. More albums I worked on. The Door Outside, inspiration, more pictures. This was done by my daughter. She painted the mural on the wall there. We have a futon couch, and there's a bunch of other junk. There is a picture of me that was also drawn and painted by my daughter. South Park me. And let's see, we have a Taylor 512 acoustic. That was a wedding present from my wonderful wife. And if we go into the South Park me room, we have an ISO closet. We have a Fender Super Champ. This is the original 83 model. We have a little Marshall Class 5. We have a 71 Princeton amp. We have a Gilmore Jr. from Guytronics, little 2.5 watt amp, or half watt depending on what tubes you have in it. A THD univalve, which is also an all tube head that can take just about any type of tube, and a 212 Fender cabinet. This room is strictly used for amplifiers, and there are tie lines that go into the control room and the tracking room, so you can play from in there with the amplifiers isolated in here. It's a Beyer M160 ribbon mic on that Princeton at the moment. Okay, and moving back out because we have very little time here to cover this. No, you don't get to see what's in that case. Sorry. We have guitars, lots of guitars. We have a Baby Taylor. We have a 99 Fender AVRI thin-skin nitro Stratocaster. We have a 1971 Fender Mustang. I did the refinish on that in Fiesta Red. It's a 89 Ibanez bass, a SR 1100. That's my main bass. I really like it. Thin neck. We have a 2001 Peerless made in Korea, Epiphone Casino. Great guitar. Everybody likes it. A Gretsch Projet. A Dan Electro DC-12 12-string, really cool, Jangle City. This is a 1996-97 Epiphone limited edition Les Paul in trans red with a slightly flame maple top. I don't know if you can see, it's somewhere back there. It says it's a limited edition. There you go. Alright, and let's see. We have a Rogue VB100 violin bass. I put teacup knobs on it, and I also put on some banjo tuner knobs on the tuners from Stuart McDonald. We have another Dan Electro here. This one is a 6-string baritone. That's a 2005. We have a, I think it's late 70s, maybe early 80s, I'm not really sure, Hohner 12-string acoustic. That was given to me by a friend of mine. The Carlo Robelli, which is basically a Taylor copy. This is what I use live, also given to me by another friend. I normally don't use my Taylor 6-string live. I only use that for recording, but I take that one out. Moving in here to the tracking room. This tracking room is approximately 22 feet long, maybe 23 down the longest dimension, and it's about 14.5 feet wide. Let's see. We'll start here. We have a SWR LA12 60 watt bass amp. It looks like a couple of AKG D1000Es sitting there on top. This is a Fender Music Master Project guitar. This was a refinish I did in shell pink, and it's the first time I tried to do something as a relic. I think it turned out pretty decent. I just finished doing this recently. Our drum kit is a Pacific FS Series birch, kind of a red satin wood finish on those. I'm not really a drummer, but we use it on sessions a lot. I can bash out a little bit, but it's mostly just to have a kit here in case a drummer comes by and doesn't want to bring their whole kit, or if a drummer comes in with just a dreadful kit, and I'd rather make my kit sound good than try to make their junk sound good, because that's just how it works. Sources matter. This is a Leslie speaker. This is a Speakeasy preamp. This is on long-term loan to me from a good friend. It's a Leslie tube amp in there, 60 watt amp, 40 watt amp. Anyway, it's a Leslie rotating speaker. You can plug in guitars through the Speakeasy preamp. You can plug in keyboards. It's really, really cool. Great for Beatley stuff. Okay, we have one of my pedal boards. We have, let's see, a Boss tremolo panner. We have a Maleko E600B. We have a Eventide Mod Factor, Diamond Halo Chorus, a SIB Trem. We have another Maleko there, that's the vibrato. We have a Doppelganger from Lovetone. We have a Wobulator from Lovetone. We have a a Boss PH1R phaser. We have a Diamond Mark I Memory Lane delay. We have one of Devi's. Speaking of Devi, hey Devi, here's your video. That is her Peep controller, which can be used as an expression pedal. Basically light-controlled expression pedal, very cool. And we have a couple of regular treadle-style expression pedals as well. Okay, let's moving on. We're doing vocals today as well as guitars. So this is a vocal mic. This is a 251. It's expensive. It's all tube. You can't get them anymore. They don't make them. This one rocks. Love it. Julie Day's favorite mic. And that's who I was recording vocals with today. We have a Yamaha Subkick. I don't have all of my mics out, so you'll have to forgive me. This is just a panel there that leads into the other room, so we can plug mics in, etc., etc. Control room glass. You can see the control room through there, kind of. Over at the wall here, we have a headphone distribution box. It's a Simon Systems box, 4 different level controls, so everybody can set their own volumes, etc. Have various other microphones sitting out. Like I said, they're not all out. I have about 60 different mics. It's an SE2A, couple of Audio-Technica 4041s. Let's see, it's a Sennheiser 609 back there. It's a Marshall MXL V67i. That is a Audix D2. A Sound Deluxe E250. Let's see, there's a Groove Tubes GT33. I've got a couple of those. What do we have here? AKG 414EB. A Audio-Technica ATM 250. Great floor tom or kick mic. ATM 250 DE. This is the 2-element version of that same mic. One with a dynamic element and a condenser element, both inside the same housing. Pretty cool mic, great on kick. Another D2, etc., etc.